All right. Yeah. All right. Good morning. Hey, how are you? Thank God I just got up. I needed to sleep. So I got a visitor coming today. Strawberry's coming. So I'm going to I'll probably only do an hour, wake up with you guys, and then we'll be on. Ah, yeah, I am too. I went shopping last night, and it's just it's every fucking thing. The connections just like unbelievable. So, anyways, I'm not gonna whine about it. I'm getting over it. It'll take some time, but we look forward to going shopping. You know, he looked forward to go to ride anyway. I got a little more cleaning to do, so it's all good. Beautiful day, 63 degrees. Humidity's a little high, but then we should have a real good ride coming up here. It should be a real nice day. Yeah. Oh, 11 o'clock. I went to bed. 74 degrees. I couldn't believe it was that warm. So that's how it's going today. So far, so good. Mm. Uh, let's see what else we got. We got some IT news. What do we got? Pandora's still trying to get me to come back and listen to him after Bubba did that USB plug for me. I don't listen to Pandora anymore. I got an amazing video. It's quite complicated. Leslie sent it up. On YouTube. Got coal? Yeah, no. No, I got one pallet though. I'm going to start off. I got one pallet here, but they're 40-pound bags. They're not 50, so they're a little easier to carry. But the pallet goes fast. Leslie sent me this. Oh yeah! Wow, you're getting in there pretty close. Thanks for asking. I still haven't got the coal stove cleaned out. Oh, you can see the mountains there. Holy shit. Yeah, I got to get on the roof and brush that out. The moon? Leslie just sent me a close-up shot. Look, you can see the mountains on the edge of the moon. That's pretty cool. On the moon. I don't know. It looks real to me. No atmosphere. There's no atmosphere. That's why it's so sharp and crisp. Wonder who shot this. I don't know what the guy's saying. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Wake up time. I don't know what this person's saying. Oh my. How long does this go on for? No, it's almost done. Michelle Joshua? Well, it's a pretty good. The moon. Oh, no kidding. Think of that song. I can see clearly now. I get just went. I haven't seen anything from Just Went. I don't know why. I'm still sub to her. Oh, no way. Wow, hold on. I don't know where this is going to go. Look at this. Got a YouTube TV advertisement.
Don't anybody go anywhere. Look at this, guys. I got it. We're going to unveil it live here in a few minutes. Anyone can get Just Win. Like us. Already of them.
Yeah.
They did a video. Tell them to get in here. We'll give it a few minutes.
I was showing that to Josh the other day. So is this my whole video? Well, it looks like they took 12 minutes out. It's good. This is, one of the things I might not. Sometimes I might be a little rough, with language and shit. But
All right, guys.
I only want good.
Yeah, if you could, somebody, Krusty, welcome, Krusty. If you could, somebody try to message just anyone else. I can't see this here. So this is what we all been waiting for. Try to focus this a little bit better. That fucking mail lady. She probably went crying. He's going nuts. Yeah. No, like I said, folks. Yeah, all alone up here. Nobody gives a fuck. All I hear is the language. Podcast. My pearls to nobody for nothing. You ain't got a strong enough mind to get around that fucking language. I don't want you in my fucking platoon. Stay the fuck out. All right, folks. My heart's beating, man. My heart is beating. So, just can't get back in the room. Let's see what we can do here, what folks are saying. Hello, Krusty. I'm glad to see you, Krusty. And she's here. All right. Yeah, I'm not talking about you, Dawn. I'm not talking about you. I'm just, the male or a man or whoever. All right, man. I'm so nervous. I know y'all give a fuck. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Mike Morales is. That's why you have these truth sites, trying to find out what really going on, how it being played. You know? How it being played. It'd be nice if the goddamn Sheriff's Association of America stood up to be real fucking men and women defending the Constitution instead of shutting people like me the fuck up. They put fucking warrants out. I think Vermont did. I mean, so carefully. I don't know how this is packaged. Just, where is she? Is she here?
Boy, I had a lot of piss and vinegar then.
I don't want to show her address. Where is she? I don't see
Time slowed down.
All right.
Slows us all down.
I'm going as fast as I can, but I don't want to cut it down. This is a real son of a bitch. Start getting this shit. Fucking damage.
No. Don't think I got his channel, Dabu. No, this is just went.
Oh my God. You're the first to say it.
Yeah, I was.
Oh.
It's up there on the wall. Where did that? Right there. Where I am. And I put it right near my picture I made when I was in kindergarten. My dad did this. I couldn't believe he kept it. Yeah.
No, I don't mind at all.
Oh, it's all right. Oh,
Silly
okay.
doodling.
Silly doodle. You guys can't see the colors in it.
Right back at it. And we're going to do our best.
We used to make a lot of phone calls back then. We used to use a lot of StreamYard. Used to have you guys come on once in a while.
Can I peel it?
I miss
You
it.
guys see this all right? I can't see the picture. I'll come closer, but I don't want to peel this shit, man. It's going to ruin it.
Oh yeah, there was something unpeeled.
This is fucking wild. This young lady, just amazing.
I think that should have stayed there, Ralph.
Captured. Just
But
everything about what we got going on, you know. I'm not going to get rid of this. I'm going to leave this part here. Try to cut it.
I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
Gumby.
Yeah.
I'm in the zen, you know.
Yeah, she put that down there on purpose. And silly me removed it. Yeah, I'm listening to myself though.
I'm going to try to take
What a lot more punch I had back in the day. A lot more gusto, you know.
try to take a picture.
But for some reason, I had to remove this border tape,
We'll replace.
and I'm looking at it now. I'm like, what a dumbass! That was part of the picture. But I'm not the most perfect guy in the world, you know.
Lives, you know, with all this knowledge.
Just looking at it, I know what the hell I'm doing. I didn't need to take this off.
This is so nice.
So I point that picture out.
Such a great job.
Thank you, Leslie. It's been a long time.
Just carry on, young world.
We used a lot of foul language, a lot more foul language back then.
I should just leave it. I think I'm just gonna leave it, you know. All right, let's have a look.
This is unbelievable. I wish you guys could see the color in here.
All right, let's see. So get this in. I think that.
That is so cool. She did so fucking good.
You got the wrench, handing out the wrench. Look at the colors in that. She do a great, fantastic job. I mean, seriously.
Colored pencils.
The Gumby on the picture. I mean, the Pokey on the wall. Making light of what? You don't realize the Bodge was let loose. Hi, my name is David Miles from Miles Research. Are you tired of being flooded out? We can help you.
Wow. Wow.
It's just fantastic. Fantastic. So much love from you people, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Y'all been so cool, man. I'm so glad to met you. This is one of my favorites. and I hope you guys can see this. When Gumby's out there with Pokey and they're throwing fucking chemtrails.
Beautiful chemtrail going by and they're chucking the finger.
I love it. Thank you so much, Jess. I love it. I'm very proud. Very, very proud, you know. I live up here in the world of not too much,
Right back at you.
you know, real positive shit going on.
You know, this is one.
Getting asparagus out of my garden and shit
One
like
of the.
that.
Listen to me. Getting asparagus out of my garden. This was a while ago. I grew my garden. I was pretty happy. I wish I could found a job. The dishwashing job was really great. That's all I wanted. That wall is all full in the background now.
Absolutely magnificent. She got the chemtrails.
Thank you. Now, how did you get this, John Hart Crane? How did you get this? Like, how did you get this uh, cut out of the show? Or John Hart did. It says, Robert sees a gift made by Just Went. I know both of you in one great group of people. Much love. And we got this. We got this. String cheese. Blinkum. Oh, I remember Blinkum. I'll tell you about that sometime on the phone if you want to hear. I'm not going to say nothing bad about him. I wonder when this was. Wonder when I did the original is what I'm trying to find out. That would have been neat to know when I did the original. And I don't even see when he put this out. Oh, 2019. Did you hear me talk about getting asparagus out of my garden? Yeah, that's so heartbreaking to me, you know. It's just really, what a fucking mess. Thank you, John Hart. We could share this one. We'll share this one out. I don't know. Come be on the phone. She captured everything about the room, though. I think she did. Gumbo, Gummy, Gumby. It's Gumby, right? I'm going to leave it like that. Thank you very much. And thank you very much, John Hart Crane. I don't know when I did the original. Evidently, it must be available. Here we go. For me to text, long text to, it's just since I talked, I'm so depressed. Yeah. Happy thoughts. Your doggy. Yeah. When you can. Dawn, tell Dawn I said hi. I don't know which Dawn she means. All right. She's kind of really bumming. I don't think she's doing too good, she says. We get some IT news. Let's see who's. Oh, yeah. I just felt like it was tied up in the Verdia days, you know. relations with U.S. is at an all-time low. That is so indignified. And it shouldn't be like this. We were at each other's throat when I was in the army. We were at each other's throat. You know, kill the Russians. Kill the Iranians. Same friggin' thing, just a different day. Here's a second video not video, but story I seen. U.S. in fast lane for bankruptcy. I'm going to tell you a story, whether it means a lot to you or not. And this is all as I understand it. Back in about 96, after they burnt the children to death in Waco and did a world sacrifice, Clinton made China favorite nation trade status. And so we were going to stop moving all our shit over there. And they did. And they destroyed the working class in this country. And but since they were going to deal in the dollar, Clinton was asked by the World Economic Forum, well, if you go bankrupt and the dollar collapses, how are you going to back it up? And he said, we got plenty of Western land available. The state of Nevada is owned by the federal government by 85%. The only real land there that can't be touched is the corporate gold mines that have Russian named among the hostages found dead in Gaza. Yep. They say they're saying they're being killed by the IDF when they can find them. So I thought, you know, what do you mean by that? Well, just what do you mean? Yo, China, $8 trillion. You fucking give them Nevada. They're already here. So the ship is sinking. Six hostages in Gaza are dead. I already watched a video. They were taken out by the by the IDF. What else? Yeah, it's all right. Everything going to be all right. Thank you for that. Thank you for the moon one. Thank you for all these. Grove, good morning. I should put that one in chat. What's this one? Oh, I started watching this. I didn't finish this. Grove, you might be interested in this. Let me get you the link to this. This is all about Jabiru and stuff. I got 14 minutes in it and I had to go to bed. I went shopping last night. What a fucking trip that was. And the trip was, we look forward to going shopping and getting out of the house. Together. Well, I know it's a good video. I'm trying to get this loaded up for you. I know it's a good video. I found it. I'm like, oh, come on, man. This is long. And yeah, wicked. Fucking wicked. Wow. It's all right. That's amazing. I don't know where this guy's going, but supposedly he's got a lot of CIA information that was fucking around with our medical industry. way back in the day. And so I got I just now where the fuck did the video go? Oh, I can't believe this. That John Hart Crane video's gone. You gotta be shitting me, Google. I'll be a son of a bitch. All right. Well, I wanted to get the link to that. It was back in the day. I don't even know where he got the video. Oh, I'm going to try to watch the rest of it. All right, let me go do this. But it's the opening of Just Went sent me a picture some years ago about Gumby. I can show you guys. Just hold on. I want to try to find. Open up Gmail. Hold on. Oh, you said again? I was just going to go in history. Oh, it hasn't showed up yet. Probably not going to go too long. I'm expecting. I never told you guys I've been pregnant. So I'm expecting today. What? Oh, yeah. Us men can have babies. I did open up Gmail. Yeah, I'm waiting. How's it going, Grove? Well, you hit that one on the head. It's it's the buggy. It's my old Toyota buggy. I'll take that for a ride, man. And Buddy would jump from one window and the other in the back of the 4Runner. And the friggin' car would literally move. Good. No, oh, here it is. I'll put the link to this one in chat. It was very nice of you. I kind of forget at times, you know. I kind of forget at times that you know, we used to do some good things. I think we still do. But it wasn't not like we were making phone calls each week, you know. And all right, so um uh Groveland, I gave you that link, but you can't copy and paste two links. So I'm going to send you another one. So is there any way you can open up and on that first link before I put the second one in? 1963 Corvette today. Wow. I'll hold this till you figure out what to do with the other one. Okay. So this was the one. I don't even have a clue how many years ago I did this video. Just Went used to come in. Just Went was very vocal, and in the video I did about Buddy. So very she was very vocal about it. You all were, and I appreciate it. But it's maybe it's going to open up for something new here. You know what I mean? Stop giving up. And I couldn't give up. I had Buddy. I had Buddy. And make sure I get myself in fairly good shape. Now, I'm not trying to do this without fucking anything up. Dogs. I want to talk to my neighbor. He's getting ready to put his dog down. He was about in tears. So I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Put a 1 in chat. I need to do this. I'll be back. I had a tough time finding shit last night at Walmart. Went to Walmart. 5 years ago. Yeah. $500-600. I'm not really thinking about that right now. I got someone coming and they got a puppy. Hold on. The moon video was made it for you and never commented on the video. What do you mean? Hold on. Let's see if that one did. Yeah, that one disappeared too. Well, I gotta go find it. When I send you a reply, say you write me, and I send you a reply. Well, the email disappears, which is kind of good. But then when I just like this, when I say, here it is. No, I didn't comment. And I'll comment right now. I think I shared it. You know, I'll get back there. I'm sorry. I'm just like not all there. So we're all right. I overslept. No, I didn't oversleep. I needed to sleep. Oh, no way. I didn't even see who it was. Stephanie. I wish that could have got back together. I apologized to Stephanie. And I just didn't know. I don't think she knew why she made such a comment. I think she was frustrated in her time of life. This was sort of a habit coming here for her. And she just, for a couple days, she would talk about, well, what are we going to do now? Well, what are we going to do now? Well, it's a coffee room. And I don't think she understands. She was looking forward, I think. I don't know. I was just, people can't understand there's no excuse, but I'm telling you that my pup lost some years from Lyme, and so did I. Lyme is a real terrible thing, and some mornings I just got to hear across my ass. So I like the small room. I always did. I said 15 was a good number for this room because everyone would chit chat. People would leave and people would come in. And I sort of missed those days. But I interviewed him once. Michael, Joshua Lewis, I used to call him. And going good for you, boy. He brought his boy on an autistic. And, I'm going to tell you something. That video you sent me about the Jabiru. I believe in my heart, 100%, like this earth is round. The moon is just a satellite that developed over millions of years, billions of years, whatever. That some people or some places in this country were eyeballed with poisonous vaccine, Jabsaru, poisonous Jabiru. And I mean that. And I got a good story about that. My buddy came from Portugal. Yeah, I know he does. It's a good video. I'm telling you, I'm going to watch it. He came from Portugal in about 1964. That would have made my buddy my age. And this guy was a big part of my life. And He, as a little boy, he would have been about 6. His you know, this might not mean a whole lot to you guys, but I've been meaning to get a hold of this, and this just showed up. I had this in the campus. Somebody sent it to me when I was out west. And I'll show this. I'll share this with you. And oh, don't forget to put the date. So he comes here from Portugal, and he remembers the terrorism. I think the guy's name was Salazar that ran Portugal at the time. Yeah, certain demographics. And he remembers his mother taking him to go shopping. And he remembers men being pulled right off the street, getting the shit beat out of them with clubs and thrown into the back of a Volkswagen Beetle. And they were the secret police. So his mom and dad decided they were going to come back here to America. This is a real good story about this man, I think. Anyway, I was listening to him, and I could not believe what I was hearing. So they were terrified. But some of their family had already come to America and knew the shit was getting deep. You know, like some of us know the shit's getting deep. And so they decide they're gonna leave. And so they go to the airport, and the fucking secret police said, "You leaving the great country of Portugal?" Sort of, you know. I'm might be adding shit to that. Yes, we want to go. So they got their paperwork. They completely stripped them of everything except the clothes on their back. They took the wedding rings. They took his father's glasses. They took everything except the paperwork and the clothes on the back. And that's how my buddy landed here in America. When he landed here in America, he was a real good guy. You know what I mean? He was really, really good. And when it was time for him to go to school, grade school, he had to get Jabiru. Well, the kids started misbehaving and going nuts. And it was absolutely amazing that nobody, even his family doctor says, give him the jabs, and now the kid's going mental. How the fuck does that happen? And I'm sure this happened to a lot of people in this country, maybe even in the world. So Frank was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenic. So I'm working one day at a McDonald's, and I'm working with this guy, and he's kind of really weird, you know? Like the dude's looking at you, staring at you, not for sex. It wasn't a sexual thing, never was. I don't understand this date because I thought it was February. So hold on. Wow, this is kind of mind blowing to me. This is the first time I had a second to sit down and deal with this. So they can't keep them in school. Hyperactivity, paranoid schizophrenic. So I'm working with the guy. He's kind of staring at me. And I was kind of young and full of piss and vinegar. I said, dude, I don't know what your problem is, but I ain't fucking queer. And he kind of withdrawed a little bit. And then later on, things calmed down. And he says, what are you doing today? I said, what do you mean am I doing? So the manager was a good friend of mine. And she brought me aside. He says, Frank's a little, having issues. I said, all right, just try to be nice. And I said, all right. So I says, I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to do my deal here, go get my dog, and we're going down the park to fly a kite. You fly kites? Can I come and watch? And I thought about it a little bit. Do you really want this guy around you? And I decided, all right, you want to come down? So I used to fly some big Delta kites. And I would get caution tape, the caution tape they put around crime scenes. Anytime I seen that, I'd take it. And I had like 500-foot tail on this thing. It looked like fire in the sky. People would just be amazed and come and sit at this. I think it was a 16-foot wingspan. So Frank comes down, meets my dog, playing with my dog, and I got to know him. And I spend a lot of my time with him. We spent an awful lot of time with him. We used to go fly. I got him a kite, and we used to fly kites together, go get a bite to eat together, just pal out with one another. No, just real good friends, never sexual. I remember one time I called him up. I says, you want to go down the park? He says, we can't. I said, I think we can. Because the communists in Rhode Island say the park closes at sunset. So that day, the space station was coming right over Narragansett Bay, and it was going to be chased by the space shuttle. They were going to link up when they got over Utah. The weatherman told me this. I said, let's go down. It's dark down there. Let's go down there and get a glimpse of it. So we drove down there. The filthy communist police down there pulled us out of the car, had him on the ground. I thought they were going to shoot him. He was outraged. He was a good American. He knew all the shit. He knew the vaccines caused this issue on him. That's why I'm bringing this story up, Leslie. He knew the vaccines did all the issues on this. And he knew everything. He knew who did 9/11. He knew everything. He was a very, very smart man. Good singer, too, when we used to go to karaoke. Southern Wind. Southern Wind, was it? By, who's that old guy that was in the Rat Pack? Oh, I'm having trouble. And he just killed it. So Summer Wind. Who sang that? I can still hear him singing it. I kid you not. Yes, Sinatra. He's just a real no. It's Frank Sinatra. And he did a perfect job. Couldn't sing anything else, tried. But he always tried. I thought it was good. It was a good deal. It was a good deal. Here's this guy that had no friends. He had no friends, and I reached out and became a good friend of his. So according to this, I think they got the date wrong because I remember him dying about a week after my birth. Yeah, the Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra. So this was 2009. Listen, come on, man, stay in it, you fucking faggot. God, these rice burners come by here. They won't stay in the throttle. I love the sound. You can take your Harley Davidson, shove them to you. Oh, I heard Harley Davidson's going to Peking. What was fun? Oh, Neil Young. So, so Ruby and I had the most fantastic summer I've had, I'm going to say, almost in my entire life up at this place called Idaho. The campground was huge. We had so many people to attend to, and it was just beautiful. So after the race at Bonneville, thank you. I needed that. So after I raced the Bonneville World Finals, Ruby and I spent a week. I spent an extra week there. I got the motel room. We're gonna get in a motel room. Do you want to come out here to live? And after about 3 days of being up there alone, and we spent a lot of time there alone, I sort of thought about it. Real good friend. All the therapy you need. He was so different. He started changing and getting really cool, you know, and rubbing elbows, and we go, and all the while he's standing there talking to him, his face would have these cringe looks. I don't know how to explain me, you know, like cringing, like, you know, and people made fun of him. Anyway, so we're driving home, and I'll never forget this. I pulled off the highway at rush hour in Ohio, Route 80, and I needed gas. And I couldn't find my wallet, but I had the money for the toll stuffed in a jar, and I'm handing it to the lady, and I'm looking for this. All right. I used to sing Southern Man. I used to do a real good Southern Man, real good Neil Young, Heart of Gold. People would ask at karaoke because they're the same people. You're going to sing Heart of Gold anyway. So I turn around, and this bitch is staring at my center console, and I got a clear plastic little baggie that I used to pre-roll my cigarettes, and this bitch thought it was reefer. And I'm really stressed. You got to understand, I'm stressed right the fuck out. I'm driving right across Ohio during 5 o'clock. I should have known better. But anyway, so we get off the high. Oh, the second thing is the good people of Moab really liked Ruby. And I used to go to this place called the Bakery to get Ruby's food. And they came out and you know, got to know Ruby. I'd be parked out front. And they said, we want you to have this. And it says, I love Moab. Well, these fucking psychopaths are still in the brain set of Muslims at the time. This is all part of this woman at the toll booth's brain. And she's not giving me my receipt, and she's not giving me my change, but she's staring out the left window on the Toyota 4Runner, the back window, where I had put the sticker, because that was her favorite window, I love Moab. And she's looking at me. And she says, what is Moab? I'm like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? the whole thing was just nasty. You understand? So I get off the highway, right down the bottom, across the streets, a gas station. I get gas. I get back on the highway, and I really thought about parking in the truck stop for a couple hours. But no, I want to keep going. So we get back on the highway. I got to go past this bitch on the other side to pick up my toll ticket. So we get on the highway. I got all the windows down in the 4Runner. Back windows, side windows are all open. And Frank and me would just shoot the shit for hours as I was traveling. I had a little flip phone. I used to plug it into the charger, put the phone on the dashboard, and put earplugs in. And he says, "Oh, how's your trip going? Where are you?" Because his father and mother spoke heavy Portuguese. And at the time, him growing up, they made some good money enough to buy a fucking home. They came from Portugal with nothing, and they bought a home because he got a job at a wire manufacturing place over in Pawtucket, which he had to take the bus every day to go to work, which was quite a few miles. And she worked at American Tourister Luggage. She used to be in Warren, Rhode Island. And they worked hard. And they understood, America and shit. And so Frank got a map, or I gave him a map of the United States, and I would call, and we'd be on the phone for 6 hours, sometimes not saying nothing. It was just nice to have the companionship along the ride. Where are you? Well, we're coming into Akron, Ohio. And I look into all this heavy traffic. I see 4 black SUVs going crazy through traffic because I watch my mirrors. Well, them son of a bitches. One pulled in front of me, didn't slow me down, pulled in front of me. One got on the side of me, and one got on the back of me. You know, these motherfuckers thought I was fucking smoking pot. You could see when I'm smoking cigarettes, the smoke coming out, and you could certainly smell it wasn't pot. And my dog's going bullshit. She wants to rip these motherfuckers right apart. She knew they were bad medicine. And they're like, "Be careful, dude, be careful." He was kind of really worried. I said, "I ain't got no pot in the car." But these people back then were pure fucking terrorists. One trip we made out there, they had a black guy handcuffed to the fucking guardrail. The post that holds the guardrail up, laying on his fucking belly. God forbid if a car ever fucking lost control. And they ripped that guy's car right apart. I bet they didn't have nothing in it. So I came home, it was like November. And I got home, I showered, I put my shit away. I says, called Frank. I says, "You want to go get a coffee?" He says, "You're back?" I said, "Yeah, I'm back. We'll go to McDonald's." So we go into McDonald's. Frank is already there. I walk right by him. I didn't recognize him. And my friend, the manager there, grabbed me by the shirt and pulled me in close. I thought she was going to give me a smooch. She said, "What the fuck is wrong with Frank?" I said, "What the fuck? I just got back. What are you talking about?" He's sitting right there. I said, "Oh my God." So I went and sat with him. He must have lost 50 pounds. And he was telling me the doctors put him on a new medication early that summer, and I really wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to it. So we didn't go out much. He wasn't coming out. And anyway, I think I called him up on Christmas, of course. And I says, "You want to go out?" He says, "Sing some karaoke?" And now I realize I'm losing another thing in my life, another thing that I look forward to, and that's going out with go out to karaoke. So I called him up on New Year's, and he said to me, "I'm in the nursing home." I said, "What the fuck are you doing in the nursing home?" He says, "I got liver cancer." The fucking medication they were on, that he was on, the paranoid schizophrenic medication, within 2 or 3 months gave him liver cancer. I just couldn't believe it. Thank you, Just. I'm telling a story about this man I'm going to show you here in a minute. So within 30 days, I go over there and visit him. And one day I caught a real bad flu in the last week of that man's life. And he was a big guy. He was 6 feet, pretty stout. The last thing I remember before I couldn't go there no more because I had the flu, by design. Within, he was so upset about it, so upset, because his parents wanted him to take this medication and encouraged him to take the medication so he could, not have the paranoid. But it killed him. So the last thing I'm going to tell you folks about Frank was, I don't think he weighed 125 pounds. And he laid in the bed last time I went and seen him. And he says, right before I said our goodbyes, and I'm walking out the door, he says, "You know something?" He says, "All this shit is going to collapse on himself." So what he's talking about is all the terrorism that you and I are living through New World Order or communists or whatever this country is going through. He always thought it was going to collapse upon itself. I totally don't worry too much. So that was the story of Frank. I haven't shared that with you. How you doing, Just? So this says December 9th, February 1st. Frank, 50 years old. So, wow, seems like so long ago. Died Sunday, February 1st, 2009, at a nursing home. Born in Lisbon, Portugal, he was son of yada, yada, yada. Work at the school lunch program, both Mount Hope and Barrington school program. He enjoyed karaoke, flying kites, and reading. He was a Warren resident most of his life. Besides his parents, many cousins, his funeral be held. So that's what they said about Frank. It was a nice picture of Frank. Thank you. I'm trying. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you for the words. On the video, I was kind of shocked to see you. In 6 months, kill the man with their medicine. And that boy was a good boy according to his mother and father. And in broken English, I remember going over there. After he passed, I was living up here. So I kept, because remember, 2010 was the year we left to go out west. And he always encouraged me. Matter of fact, this man did more to encourage me to get in my Toyota. Gas was cheap, well, cheap compared to what it is now, and go out west. And we did. Buddy Ruby and I packed up and went through the truck, made sure everything was hunky dory, and we left for 3 months. And I really wanted to stay out there. I wanted to be part of there. Way back then, I was like, this is beautiful. Nevada, Utah, mostly. And I need to find a way to make money out here. Because I need $100 a week. Always have. So anyway, long story short, he was the one that encouraged me to get in my car and just go. And I thought it was just really, really pretty cool. So that's a story of my good bud. And he was gone 2009. Yep. It seems like yesterday. And Ruby, we'd go down to the down to the park after that. And Ruby would just nonstop looking for Frank. Nonstop. It was a beautiful country. I don't think we poked into California. I think I mostly stayed in Nevada. Where'd we go? We did. Oh, yeah, we did. We went down to Death Valley. Went through Vegas. Was up in Central Sparks, Nevada. Remember that? A lot of time at Bonneville. I really liked being there. I didn't want to live there, but Bonneville was a cool place. Elko, Ellie. Spent a lot of time in Elko, Nevada. Yeah. Beautiful country. And we're going to hand it over to somebody who's going to rape the country. Rape the country. You're going to take all the minerals. Anyways, that's my story. And I pretty much, even back then, was pretty much didn't need a girl in my life. You know what I mean? I mean, just the friendship was good enough for me. He called me up one day. He says, listen to this one. This is a real good story. And I really believe he did that. He says, what are you doing? I said, well, we just got home from kite flying and I'm exhausted. He says, you want to go with me? I said, go with me where? To Providence City Hall. I said, what the fuck are we doing at Providence City Hall, Frank? He says, they're going to vote on the Patriot Act. I said, what do you mean? They're going to vote on the Patriot Act to get rid of it in Providence, Rhode Island. We live in Warren. I says, are you shitting me? He said, nope. I said, let me jump in the shower, change, and I'll meet you out the corner, and we'll go get a bus into town. But people are pretty nasty, you know what I mean? They see both of us resonating like a tuning fork, and the first thing they thought about was fucking queer. Unbelievable how people are. So destructive. So anyways, that's my story about that. We went down there. Oh, I met some people I ain't seen back then. I don't know, 7 years, 10 years. People that were involved in trying to keep our country free of terrorism. And it was just really, really cool. Now, let me tell you this. Frank had a couple girlfriends in his time. And he says, we watched them vote, and it was unanimous that Providence, Rhode Island, whatever you put in that so-called fucking Patriot Act, shove it up your ass. Period. Which is another piece of Biden, Clinton terrorism. Anyway, so after that, in Rhode Island, there's a place called Haven's Brothers. You can look it up on YouTube. Haven Brothers. It's iconic. It was there in the 1800s. The woman lost her husband, so she decided to make sandwiches, hot dog, schnitzel, and that sort of shit on the street corner to try to support herself. And her kids took it over, and then the grandkids took it over, and they had a trailer. So I says, let's go grab a hot dog, because they were notorious for their beer-boiled hot dogs. So we go in, and it's really, really small. It's a trailer. It's like an Airstream. And, well, a little bigger than an Airstream. Anyway, we go in, we're sitting there eating our hot dogs. 4 of the hottest chicks I ever met in my life walked in there from Brown University. Now, remember, we were 50. These girls are in their mid-20s, maybe. One of them fell head over heels over Frank. It was so fucking cool, man. Yeah. But those friendships, I think, come once in a lifetime. I'm not saying they can't happen. I did something last night. I bought a fucking Walmart eggplant. I want eggplant. I'd be going to these places where I'd have to drive 20 miles to go get a cell coverage, you know? And the one up in Idaho wasn't quite that far. But it wasn't quite that far. But I only had one bar there. So I'd call my family, and then I'd call Frank and let him know where I'm at, what's going on. That was a good friend of mine. Yeah. We were 1 month apart from our age. America the Beautiful. What else do I remember? We were somewhere in Nevada, and I rode miles against a chain link fence with concertina wire on it. And if I remember right, it was a U.S. Navy transmit station. Something really top secret there. Anyway, my dog's seen a lot of this country, man. That dog, the other one I had seen a lot of this country, but he didn't do too bad. He got to drive across the country anyway. But there's a story of my buddy Frank. I just found this. I went in. I'm trying to sell the camper so I can buy coal. And I brought in. I couldn't believe how much clothing I had in there, ready to go. Ready to go. I never gave up on it, but I think now I'm going to give up on it. I mean, I can still say, oh, I want to go And that's what you probably know me for if I go, is that fucking guy always wanted to go back out west. I don't know if it's the right thing. I don't know what's right anymore. You know, life gets more and more hazy as time goes by on what the right thing to do. I don't want to go out there and and be in the same situation, but be 5 days from seeing my family for Christmas. You know what I mean? Like if I made a real tight bond up here, if I made a real tight bond up here and her and I was doing really good, we would have been gone a long time ago. I got a visitor coming today from Rhode Island that you know. I got a little, she told me don't worry about cleaning. I wanted to get Buddy's fur much out of here, and so we vacuumed yesterday. I did a little cleaning. So I'm looking forward to this. They got a picture that she sent me, sister. They got a picture she sent me. And I'll see if I can share it with you. I'll ask her. So that's about it. You guys, anybody got something special they're going to do? Oh, my goodness. Wait till you see. I mean, we're not in competition, you know what I mean? But let me go get this one. I lost it again. I wanted you to see this. It was John Hart Crane. And he did a video of me opening up the picture that you're looking at. I don't know if you guys can see it. Nobody ever commented. Can you see the picture pretty good? And Leslie, I wasn't trying to be rude at that. I was just kind of in the air. You should have seen the tough time I had at Walmart just finding peanut butter. Mrs. Just, how are you doing? It's been a long time. How is your world going? Oh, you already seen it? Well, there it is again. Yeah. Busy. I'm glad. And I hope it's a good busy. I hope it's a good busy for sure. Yeah. So I found a lot of other stuff in there that I didn't even remember I had. Oh, it's beautiful. You can see it though. I can't see it really good on this screen with all the lines in the screen. No. You mean getting out of the country? You mean the United States of America? No labels needed. I don't know what you mean. Oh, wow. I'm going to tell you, my buddy lived in Mexico and he's 77 and he keeps talking about him and I going to Mexico. But I heard Mexico, the government there is getting pretty pissed off with us for some reason. The exchange rate on the money, I don't know. I need a break. I'll be right back. God bless Frank. God bless Ruby. God bless. And I got till 12 o'clock, and they're supposed to be here. So I think they're gonna make me a bagel. Yeah. I'm glad you listened to this story. I'm glad you listened to the story about Just Win and making that. That was very special to me. I got another picture too that's very special. And my sister had given it to me for Christmas last year. And what it is you take a picture, you send it to these people, and they make a not a painting, but they superimpose the picture on canvas. So I got a big old picture of Bud Bud. I got plenty of videos of Bud Bud. Maybe we'll play some of them, maybe. So we get a few of these things cleaned up before we get going. It's just really quite strange, man, how that whole thing happened. And Just knows what I'm talking about. Not that you or the other guys know, but that mojo, and I think he was part of it. And, that's some. As I was treating Ruby, Buddy, for his hips, you know, the hip treats that a couple you had sent up here. Especially she had butter on them. You take good care. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much. All right. Well, if you want, keep us informed. If not, don't worry about it. I think I think though my buddy Jeff said a long time ago. He says there's no getting away from it. This is going to be global, and I wish you the very, very best. You know that, but these New World Order freaks, you know. Seems like every day they're getting more and more and more. Robert Kennedy Jr., is he a savior? I don't think he is. I think I think if he got any change going on in this country, in my own opinion, this is just my opinion. If he got any change going on in this country, I think they would have taken him out. I'm still not convinced that Donald Trump was shot at. And why? Because several people in the room that have several people in the room that got piercings in the upper ear said cartilage is a very hard thing to fix. So how'd you fix this guy's ear in 6 weeks where you can't see nothing? Hold on. Delta, good morning. You missed a good morning. Yeah, 100%. Delta, scroll up. If you can, you should see a couple links there. You might find them interesting. Yeah, I think it was Hollywood myself. And then they killed the guy that just retired, had a good retirement. Right? Yeah, good retirement. All set to go. That's who the guy got killed. I watched a video of Donald Trump and I can't find that video no more. Miracle from God. 223. I already showed you guys. I think at 100 yards, the bullet's traveling at 3,300 feet per second. That's awful fast to nick an ear. I watched Donald Trump, and I can't find the video, but we had played it years ago. They pulled it down. And Donald Trump was standing at the towers. No online pictures of his damaged ear. Isn't that something? Where's the paparazzi on this? I think the guy they killed was taken him out because he was going to have retirement in that community. The kid they killed was probably just a douchebag chosen. No. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine, Delta. Don't worry about it. Yep. So you know, CIA, they can do anything. They can do just about anything. You could have taken a guy standing 50 feet away with like a Nikon camera with a little barrel in it, little air cartridge, and could have hit a fly's ass at 100 yards away with this thing. You waited for the right moment. For real? Why do you feel that way? Can you see the picture in front of me? Just left. The woman who did that just left. She had to go. But can you see that picture? It's a montage of what the room was about. The top is the blue wrenches I always hand out. The left is we used to be on the phone all the time with people. Call everyone. Nabisco. Called one place once. I think that was a Kellogg's. And I said, my 10-year-old girl has got C-sized breasts. Is it because she's eating Cheerios? Holy shit. And they don't laugh about that shit. They get serious about it. Yeah. Yeah. And I like the way you said that. I like the way you said that because it didn't draw no attention from the communists. But I try. I try to be here every morning. I went live last night because I was having a tough time. Period. I'm supposed to be a man. Man ain't supposed to have feelings. All right. So we done a lot of shit. And I can try it again. I got one loaded. I think this is the one when I'm opening up the picture that you're seeing in front of you. I think that's the one. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm going to say one thing about that Shady Nook. You know, when you got a kid, even if the kid goes to school, they put headphones on. And these headphones got a microphone boom on. And then they plug it into the Nintendo. And they stop playing video games with people from all over the world. Sort of like if we did that. You know what I mean? And AIs listen to everything. And that kid might have said something repetitively that brought AI to him. And then AI fed it back to the goons. And the goons chose him. Uh-oh. 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 I'm seeing some fluffy stuff floating up from the screen. Who could it be? Ta-da! I'm not saying nothing. I'm going to let you I haven't told anyone, Dawn. I haven't told anybody. So I'll let you take care of that if you decide you want to. Ta-da! And you know what was really weird? That was probably the best year I ever had. Because in 2009, we were taking care of a place in Idaho, right? Yep. Yeah. Why would you, because the man said something you didn't like, why would you try to sue Alex Jones? At the very least, okay, he made a video about Shady Hook. Why don't you sue him for the amount of money he made on the video and leave well enough alone? Even that's kind of criminal in my book. Right. Right. And if you want to control it like that, then you're not going to have it. Period. So, well, anyways, thank you, Delta, for those compliments. Like I said, I'm not the perfect man. Oh man, I'm telling you, Dawn, I would be miserable and pissy. Dawn, out of the blue, take your tincture. Take your tincture. She knew. When that shit came in here, man, it was bad. It was bad for me. And it was bad for Buddy, too. You know, that's one thing you guys may not realize. That dog was here when I was sad and blue, down beyond down. Fucking 3 weeks, fucking winter, goddamn overcast, not seeing the sun, no snow falling. 3 mud seasons last year. 3 fucking mud seasons. Did you hear what I said, sis? Well, I thought I was perfect. No. No. What I said to Stephanie, I feel bad about it, even to this day. But I couldn't. I had other people in the room asking me what the hell was her problem. And I'm still not criticizing her. I'm just saying that one day I just had too much, enough. I'm like, I'm sitting here in a lonely fucking place. Name my dog. Ain't got nothing I want to see in your state. People treat me like I didn't even been through this state. I've been up and down this state looking for houses. This ain't my territory. Ain't my type of territory. I didn't come here to make this home. I came here for one reason. That was to be close to my family. for a little while. You will? If I win the lottery, Rhonda wants me to do a GoFundMe to help out with the yeah. You still didn't answer me about what's ailing you. Are you going to tell them? Or you going to keep it to yourself? Whatever you decide to do is okay by me. I got to call somebody in Indiana today, a ham radio friend that hasn't been on. Okay. Well, we'll keep it at that. He's 86 years old. Well, we'll see you later. We'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by today, for sure. Thanks for your great comments. I try my best, you know. I try my best, you know. But Dawn, one thing you guys can't forget, that without you, this won't happen. Period. Without you, none of this would happen. And we'll see what the future's going to bring. But without my body, we'll see what the future's going to bring here. $4 p.m. Put the link in here. Fucking $8 for a smelly candle. Thank you. Do you know we watched? Thank you. Do you know I went live? Well, you do know, you were there. And we played some of your room for a little bit. But last night your audio was kind of terrible here. I meant to tell you that. Your audio was way too loud. It was overdriven. So maybe dude could go out in the yard and listen to it. Oh, okay. As long as you got a way to monitor it. Yeah. I think they want to be here in a little bit, and I didn't get half the shit done I wanted to. I wonder if John Hart Crane Leslie still feels that way about me. You know? I mean, not that it really matters. You know, I sort of associate him with the Verdia thing. Yeah. Call it the Verdia thing. Dog fur. Oh well, big body. Yeah, it's all good. This one get all cleaned up in here a little bit while we're on the air. I can do that while you guys chit chat. All my bags that Dawn sent me, very grateful. Yeah. Always carried bags. I don't know why Buddy did this. I want to share this with you. So, I take Buddy out back to take a poo, right? Then we get in the car and go down to the lake to go swimming. Every effing time we went down there, it seemed like that dog would always take a shit in the middle of the road. Like, fuck you people. I swear to God, that's a true story. I don't exaggerate. You know that. I always thought that was the weirdest fucking thing. I says, how the hell is he shitting? You know, I always took it that way. I'm like, why are you doing this? So, Dawn, a couple of years ago, with my terrorism going on here, decided to send me a big box of shopping bags that I couldn't get no more. And I used them. I wasn't going to leave the shit in the road. And I think to some extent, I think when I was picking it up, he was like, leave it there. Fuck these assholes. So, just my thoughts on that. I'm trying to make a little room here for my guests. It's a V8 emblem for a 1956 Pontiac Chieftain. It's the V8 emblem. It's the only thing I had left. They should be here in a little bit, so I just want to clean up as we go. You guys can still chit chat. Yeah, what a long road, man. And seeing Frank, finding that Frank thing was something too. You know what I mean? Finding that clip of Frank's passing. Hold on a second. Glitch. Grove's back in town. I will. I might even leave it live till they get here. What do you think? I could. You wanna, I'll ask them. I'll ask them when they get here. I just want to clean up a little bit more. A place for them to sit. So how's that sound? You like that idea? I don't think it's a bad idea either. Let's just see how, they feel about it. She said between 12 and 1 o'clock. I might as well just let the thing run. I had big plans to do a better cleaning, but I got the vacuuming done. I just got to go touch up the bathroom. Yeah. My Rhode Island blood center card. My Rhode Island blood center card. I need 2 more pints and I'll have donated 4 gallons of blood in my lifetime. Yeah. Them was the days. Did I get paid for it? Absolutely not. Once in a while, they give you a pound of coffee, Dunkin' Donuts coffee. But I wasn't there to donate to make money. Which is, looking back at my life, that was pretty damn good. Every time I go down there, though, every friggin' time I go down there, I can't find the mobile blood unit. And it's been so long. It's been so long, I don't even know if they kept the records of it. But I got a 3-gallon mug on my shelf. I was so hoping to get the 4-gallon one day. Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't know what's going on too much right now. We'll just take one day at a time. There's a religious song, and I don't only remember the first part. It's one day at a time, sweet Jesus. Let's all turn our hymn books to number 12 and sing together. I got to try to move this laptop too. Yeah. We had a long road, Buddy and I, and you and I have had quite a long road. I mean, just think about going back to 1980. We would never been able to do this. Oh, dog fur. We wouldn't even been able to do something like this. So we met people from coast to coast around the world. And try to resolve this, find out why they're putting poisons in the air, poisons in the food. I got a special shirt I found. A special shirt I found. Oh, I don't know when the hell that was. I don't even remember. But anyway, I heard that there was a group that rented uh, an old Navy, um, an old Navy airstrip in Rhode Island, down in Quonset Point. Many of you might have heard of Quonset Point. Anyway, so we're going to have a drag race. And this drag race is not going to be a quarter mile. It's going to be an eighth of a mile long. And so I found out about it, and I was right there to volunteer. So we went down there, and I worked with the guy, and the guy was the inventor or the manufacturer of the Christmas tree at a drag strip, the timing system that when, you got drag race, the lights come on and then you go. And we rubbed elbows together in big hopes of bringing a full-blown quarter-mile drag strip up here to New England, Massachusetts, Rhode Island area. I'll be right back. So I got a t-shirt, so I'm going to wear that today. The man, the myth, and the legend t-shirt. I wear that once a year. I wear that once a year when I go down for 4th of July. That was another weird thing about it. He would just sit in that car. He'd come in if I dragged him in. It wasn't that he didn't like these people. Of course he liked them. He just, I think, had total anxiety separation. And wasn't going anywhere away from the car, knowing that car is the link. He's quite a character. He made friends here. He would box sometimes late at night. Running, get me up in the summer, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and go racing down his run to chase a deer out of the yard. Yeah. Oh boy. All right, I'm going to move this. We'll get the Gumby back. I got his collar up in the back. I added it to the scenery. Let's see where we are here. Oh, I'm so far behind. It ain't showing live. So it's Gumby. There we go. Sometimes MJ comes in early. And MJ, hey, it's Monday. What's Mr. Flanders doing? Let me put this back. It was one of the biggest joys I had in this room. And I'll always be thankful for this picture. And we might not see her too often. I don't know. One thing I can say, I wish you the very best. I wish you the very best. And that's what I got to say about that. Is it a good thing? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of states in this country that aren't going to put up with this bullshit. And you know what I mean? Refresh when you hear this. I'm still looking at Gumby's picture. Way behind. There we go. So what do we got here? We got Gumby came from Sis. We got Gumby came from Ruby. Ruby dragged that out of the desert. Gotta go. They starting. Happy New World Order to you. And thanks for coming. So Gumby was brought to me by my other dog. She was just ready to chew it up. And there are teeth marks in my old pup. Sister Golden here was kind enough to send me hello.
Hi, Ralph.
How are you?
We're close by.
I'm going to leave the live stream running. Do you mind?
No, I don't mind. We'll come in and say hello.
Oh, that would be really cool. Groveland wanted me to say hi from the whole room.
Oh, well, hello.
All right. Well,
we're about maybe 50 miles away. We're at the Irving getting gas.
Okay.
You know where I am, right? I think we're on 3.
Yeah, Route 3.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do is you're going to take a left at the Sunoco station.
We're taking a left at Sunoco, James? Yeah, we got it written down, darling. We'll be there in about 20.
All right. It's not South Stanley Hill Road. It's 70 Stanley Hill Road.
Right, it's regular Stanley.
Yeah, not South. And it's funny, 70 Stanley Hill Road is a bed and breakfast. You wouldn't believe the people that fucking pulled up here over the years. And they're like, is this 70 Stanley Hill Road? I says,
oh, they were looking for South Stanley?
Yeah, but they thought this was a bed and breakfast, and they were just totally horrified.
Well, say, hey, come on in. I think I got some tomatoes in the garden.
I don't have much. I don't have much.
All right, well, I'm gonna hang up. We're rolling on.
All right, be safe.
All right.
Bye-bye. That was nice. So I forgot where I was. Don't matter. Oh, so Sis decided Gumby needed Pokey and came up with Pokey. We got the bottle is my tincture. That's $200. I got 10 of them. Here. I got all them bottles I saved. So that's the effort I had to do to try to get a hold of this lime. The harmonica down below is from my long lost friend, Tinfoil Hat. The back, we got the thermometer, and back of that, we got the wreath that Dawn Morning was making. She was making wreaths out of grapevines, and I always appreciated that. So that one up there, and that's Buddy's collar in the very back. I don't think you can see it too well, but it is there. It's over the flag. That makes up our room picture. There's a harmonica. And of course, a Bud. Got the Bud. Got some pictures in the background. Let me keep going here, all right? And they'll be here in about 20 minutes. So she said we could put them on. Oh, yeah. An era going by, that's for sure. And bringing that up about Frank, you know something, I'm going to tell you something. That was pretty healthy for me. Because he was surely missed. I used to go to karaoke after that, and everyone would come up to me and, "Where's Frank?" I had to give him the news. So. Let's get this cleaned up a little bit. It's not a big pen, but it ain't. Yeah. So, we're filling strawberry. But a life here. Well, so we don't worry about it. I ain't worried about it. It's been so long since I had a visitor. Well, Josh comes. You know, he's a visitor. And I don't want to neglect that. I had a girl on the dating site once, come here. I thought I kept the house pretty good. You know what she said to me? She says, "Well, we know you're not queer." I said, "What the hell do you mean by that?" She says, "Well, this house could use a woman's touch," or something like that. And I said, "No." That was funny. That's good. All right. This smelly candle ain't smelly, that's for sure. They had this one here that I bought probably about 6 years ago. And this really made the house smell good. That fucking candle ain't worth a shit. Probably GMO smell, right? There we go. I'm pretty excited. I hope you are. And if you gotta go and come back, we'll just let it run. I'm sad they couldn't have met Buddy, but that's all right. Right? I'm good. I'm good. Anyone here? Yeah, I gotta do something with that. Where are we going? Here. Thank you, Leslie. That was very uplifting. And you know, like I said, sometimes I forget. You know what I mean? Sometimes I forget. And very uplifting morning. I can't thank you guys enough. I mean, there ain't very many people. Yeah, right on. And Grove, I think she hanging out. There aren't very many people that got themselves in a situation like this. So we've been alone, Buddy and I. In the date and time, it was pretty good. I think Buddy got more excited about meeting somebody here than I did at times. Honest to God. He was just like, good, finally. You know? And Josh came over with his dog, and Buddy. Boy, ain't that the shits? Ain't that the shits? You ain't kidding. But I won't forget that visit either, because Buddy normally would hang out with us for about 5 minutes and then going. And that day, he was doing his very best to go sniff her. That dog's so fast. You know, the dog is so fast. And he was just doing his best. And you could see by the old man. You see by the old man. And he's like, God damn it, I wish I could have run with this dog. But he was fast. He was pretty fast. For a big dog, man. I remember back in the day when we would be outside at night. I'd be in the garden. And Buddy'd be up this end of the property. And turkeys would come in the other end. And Buddy would chase after them. And I'm telling you that it sounded like a small horse. That's something I forgot. Used to sound like a horse, galloping horse, honest to God. Brush these teeth. He galloped like a horse. My God. And I couldn't see him coming that night. What was the other thing about that pup that night in the woods? Man, oh man. I know. A winter's night, I'd be calling him. He ain't coming. And he wouldn't move where he was. And the moon would be out. And he'd be laying right in the light of the moon. Couldn't see him. Totally invisible. Totally invisible. He blended right in. He used to get a kick out of that. So those are just a few things about the old Bud. I forget my own channel name. And I forget my own channel name at times. And it's all good. Boy, I'm really disappointed in this candle. I think I should take it back. Fucking $8 for a fucking candle. Yeah. Dig out varmints. Oh yeah. I remember the time he brought me a squirrel. Poor squirrel didn't even have its eyes open. And I went back there and tried to find where the mother might be. No sign. Unfortunately, we lost a squirrel. I did go to a rescue center here and got some advice. But what they didn't tell me, because I found out later, was I guess you were supposed to massage the anus with a Q-tip to get him to poop. And I didn't know that. So, unfortunately, Rusty, I called him. And I thought I was going to have a YouTube channel showing Rusty the wild squirrel. And that was quite something. Going to the wild animal rescue. Holy shit. They had porcupines in there that were fucking huge. I couldn't believe the size of the porcupines and the raccoons. Whew, holy shit. I gotta go poo, so Here we go. The Democrats blaming Putin. Jimmy Dore show. Her Blue Jay last night. Rehab it. That is so cool. I was really quite sad, but I don't know why I didn't share that with you. I don't remember whether I told you guys the story. I think I was kind of nervous because, is it federally protected? You know, I didn't want no trouble. I should have reminded people for thumbs up, though. Boy, we didn't get too many thumbs up. That's all right. So I'll leave it running, and at least you'll be part of it, and maybe some of the people come back. Yep. Yeah. I remember back in the day, my buddy Eddie, who's in his 90s, I got to call him, used to drive all the way up here from Rhode Island. Pick a pizza, bring some beer. Sit down and have a beer together. It was funny because he left a beer behind, and I put the date, Ed's visit, I put the date, and I put it up on the shelf. And that was the last time he could make it up here. I didn't think much about making it up here and doing things when I was just a couple years back, you know. I didn't think I'd come to the point. I was talking to my neighbor about, because he's putting his dog down, and he was saying, well, you'll get another one, and you get something smaller that you can handle and pick up and all. Yeah, but I don't want something too small, you know, because like Jack Russell would, if I had my other dog's personality, Protector, and a Jack Russell, who's a good warning dog, then I would take on a small dog. But who was it that was telling us? Oh, my buddy down there in Florida. He's got, I forgot what he's got, 30 cats. And the granddaughter pretty much knows them all and takes care of them. And a hawk came down and grabbed 2 of them in a couple of days, and she was devastated. And we got eagles here. Matter of fact, if they show up and I have a low-flying eagle, like the last person that came up to visit me, I'll be saying, holy macaroni, I haven't seen the eagle in quite a while. But we did see some hawks circling. And my neighbor says, that's Buddy and his 2 girlfriends coming to say hello. Yeah, it's all good. Anyway, they should be. I don't want to go take a dookie and then find out they're at the door. So we'll wait till they get there and get them settled down. I'm glad you're rehabbing it, for sure. Definitely. Yeah, and you'll do a good job. I gave it my all, though. I want you to know that. Boy, this is fucking aggravating. I checked the weather last night. I checked the weather this morning, and it said sunny. Period. End of conversation. Sunny. it's starting to cloud up. I got 3 new orange trees coming up. Wow. Wow. That's something. That's something for sure. Whew, I can't believe you that warm. Very unusual. Yeah. Have my 2 cups of coffee. We're good to go. I thank you for that, though. It was a bit refreshing going back, and it was quite something to get. Just went in here this morning. That was really nice. Oh, no kidding. No kidding. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You said you got 5-gallon buckets. But I'm going to tell you something. If you get a 5-gallon bucket of water and you're limited, take like, I don't know, a can, like peaches would come in that size of a can. I think that's a quart. And give each one a slow drink. And then if you got more water, go wait a little bit. And then go give them a slow drink again. And let that water sink in deep. You know, just try to get the water to get in the ground. 71.6 degrees, 67% humidity, sun's in and out. It's all good. Yeah. There's been a long road on here, and I get these super good comments from people, you know, like our desert friend there, you know, this is one of the best rooms on YouTube. Well, I know one thing. I was never complaining, and I hope somebody didn't take it that, but when we had 35, 40 people in here, there's just something in my mind. I couldn't keep up with all the chat. Sometimes Sister would call in, or Dawn or somebody would call in and help me get through chat. And because I think it's very important if you're going to run a room. Well, what happens if you get 10,000 people in a room? You're not going to be answering chat. Well, that would probably be bothersome for me. So I was like 15, 20 people in the room. chit-chatting away first thing in the morning. Geese can't figure out why I won't fill the pool. That's sad. That's really sad. I also forgot to tell Sis Golden here that I think these electronic things are working. I haven't heard too many mice running around. So, what? Nobody will bring you down to get you more water? I mean, number one, make sure the animals got water. But number two, I would get them plants you work so hard to deal with, and get them at least a little bit of water to hold them off. Maybe, I don't know if it'd be a good idea. It might be a good idea to go trim some of the green leaves off it. Because I think there's evaporation that goes on through there. But like I said, I don't know what goes on there, but it sounds to me like the owners needed to buy a 500-600 gallon cistern and get some water delivered in case this shit happened. You know, and I don't know what their finances are. So I'm not critical. I'm not being critical. No kidding. Well, I used to have this so-called friend years ago. I met him down in Quartzsite. I gave him something that was very precious to me. It was Now You're Talking, a ham radio study guide. He talked about seeing what I was doing and wanted to get his license. You know, Grove took a shot at it, though. Did you know that? Do you know Grove took a shot at it? And she did pretty damn good. But evidently, the people she went to take the test were a bunch of assholes. They told her you failed. They didn't try to put another test in front of her. And number two, not one of them fucking people said, I'll help you study. I'll help you study. We'll get you a ham radio license. Positive. You know, backwards talks about positive. Wasn't very positive at all, and I was kind of embarrassed that I suggest she get her license. And she ran into something like that, you know. Another real emotional kind of deal yesterday, Leslie, was Josh had asked me if he could walk down in my neighbor's property. I said, let me get permission. So he just started working on it, the property. And I know he was over there, but I was dealing with Buddy. So yesterday I walked over there. We had a great conversation. You know what he said to me out of the blue? He says, I see somebody over there once in a while, and I'm glad you're getting visits. And he's a Mainer. He lived here all his life. Matter of fact, the property he bought was his grandfather's. I just thought that was really neat. And I says, you know, I'm not unsociable person. I make friends wherever I go. So don't my dogs. I had people at Bonneville would come down. I'm not shitting you. Hello? Okay. On Bog Road. Oh, did you take a left at the Sunoco? Okay, so you came down and you seen the pond on the right? Oh man. No. So if you stayed on that road, it was almost then you should have about 5 miles down, you should have seen a pond and a boat ramp there on the right. And the speed limit no. 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 Why don't you do this? Why don't you type in my address again and see if he'll bring you here? Oh shit. All right, where are you? Where are you right now?
We've been looking for a sign and we can't find one. Go up there, James. What does that say on those people's mailbox? It just says advance fire to business. All right, let me ask this guy. What street am I on? Yes, it's noisy. Hey, no. What road is it? It's noisy. Yeah, it's really. Okay, what is it? What happened? What's the highway?
We went through this shit when we looked for house.
Riverside Drive.
Riverside Drive.
You said it takes you to Waterville.
What? Ask him how to get to Stanley Hill.
Do you know how to get to Stanley Hill? Stanley Hill. So that little piece, just go over that little piece and take a right. All right, thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, pass that little piece and take a right at the end of Bog.
Bog. Good.
On the right-hand side, go across there, and when you get to the other end of the Bog, other end of the Bog Road, you go all the way down Bog Road, just go all the All right, so over here, when we take a right, we're just going to go over a little creek, and there's a road in front of us, and then God starts again.
Holy shit. I don't know where they are.
Yeah, he's telling me going to be able to.
You know, don't get too overwhelmed.
Yeah. You're going to go way back up. Yeah. Up here is the bog road. You got to go right there and go across bog. On the bog road, if you follow all the way across the 32, and you go right directly across, and the Stanley Hill Road right here. And that takes you into China. All right. Oh, sorry, what's that? Well, how come it took us backward? We went the opposite way on bog. All right. You guys just take it right on the bog and sit there across the road. Okay. Okay, so, okay. So, yeah, if you want that, the Royal Ponder, if you want that cross there, when you get by the school, at that time, you take a right, and that will put you right back towards 42, and that will bring you right to
Right. I know where you are.
All right, I think we're going to do the bog thing. That's easier.
Yeah, just to, South.
You're going to find South first, Ralph?
Yeah, South Stanley, and then it'll lead in. I know where you are. Thank that gentleman greatly.
All right. Thank you. And then the Stanley Hill Road start when I started. All right. Thank you very much.
I could have done them better. And I don't know why this is. I could have done them better. Trying to find some of my hidden gems on 40 miles of dirt road. Honest to Christ. And I'm criticizing myself that I've been on bog road. Now the phone dropped out. This was ongoing with this fucking GPS up here. We used to get so aggravated. I was fucking furious because she had a phone from, I think, AT&T. I had Verizon. We were both running GPS to go look at a fucking house. And the goddamn thing, when we got this place, this is a true story. I got up and I started knowing Maine a little bit, you know? All right. Yeah, you're not too far. You just have to come.
You know what? These directions were opposite of what is really they should have told us.
So I was just.
We're going to get on bog and we're going to go down the other end because they told us at the end of bog we will see South Stanley.
Right.
We were at the wrong end.
It's going to be right across the street. So you're going to go, the first major landmark is going to be on the left. It's going to say Vassalboro Recreation Area, baseball field, where they...
Get to the end of bog?
Yeah, when you're almost to the end of the bog, then you're going to see a cemetery. I can't believe I couldn't remember Bog Road, but I go down this road quite often. And then what you're gonna do? You're gonna come to a stoplight, right?
Okay.
You're gonna come straight through. Don't turn, straight through.
Yeah, that's what the direction said, but we were at the other end of Bog.
Right, but that's
So
what.
we're gonna go to the right end, and you kind of like go straight through and to your left.
No, you go straight through. When you get to the stop sign, listen to me. You're going to see the town hall on the left. You're going to come up maybe a half a mile more, and then there's going to be a stop sign. That's Route 32. You lost too.
Oh, okay. Now I hear you.
Yeah, the cell coverage ain't very good. You're going to stop at a Route 32. You're not going to turn.
Yep.
Just go straight ahead. You're going to see an
Right
old huge white house there, old farmhouse. That's an apartments there. Just come through there. You just don't turn off a Bog Road. Just keep going straight across. And when you cross here, make very sure that you look both ways. Because
one of those hairy ones, huh?
yeah. And then when you come here, you're going to see one of the only brick houses, only one of the brick houses on your right, and then my place is on the left. And you're going to be very careful and look up the hill for oncoming traffic because they come really fast down this hill. You're not far.
All right, we're going down Bog now to get to the other end. If I get lost again, I'll call you.
All right. I know where you are. You're not going to get lost. Don't panic. Just keep.
No, I'm not panicking. I got nothing else to do.
I'll tell you the story about our GPS. I was just telling Leslie, still in the room.
I'm losing you again.
All right. Bye-bye. So long. And we both we got the thing from Zillow and clicked on it, or realtor.com, and the motherfuckers say 2.5 hours. I was like, wait a minute. So I took out the map and I says, there's no fucking way it's 2.5 hours from where our camp place was. That fucking GPS, man. Oh, I can't tell you. I can't tell you how fucking aggravated I was. Maybe some reefer, yeah, but like she says, I ain't got nothing better to do. I felt like time was running out on this mission. I says, I've already had bad people giving me shit like I'm a flatlander and I'm not from around here. Why should I give you the job and shit like this? And I was just fed up. And we kept going to these properties that they were slick. They were really slick. They take the picture of the house, the best portion of the house, and we get there and the fucking thing was ramshackled, or fucking 6 feet from the next house next door with no grow yard. So they're all right. I know where they are. If they just stay on that road, they'll be all set. They're staying cool. I'm not staying cool because I already been through this shit. I called the police here one time, and them fuckers got lost. They'll be here in about 15 minutes. And we'll keep this thing running. They sound in good spirits, though. It's probably a 4-hour ride for them. They'll be all right. I don't remember the names of the roads here, and I don't remember the names of the roads out. But I certainly can tell you, if you follow my directions, I'll get you into back country, way back country. Yeah, and if you gotta go, that's all right. I'll just leave it running. I wonder if I should start a new stream though. We'll end this one on 3 hours and I start a brand new stream, my visit from Rhode Island. What do you think of that, Leslie? Put a 1 in chat and I'll shut it down right now and get it going. I think it's worthy. You guys been with me for a long time. You know we don't have too much visitors anymore. My buddy Eddie got old. My mom got old. And my nephew's been here when I first bought the house to come and help out with a few things, and they solved one of my roof leaks. My other nephew, one of them, been up here. He helped me with a tarp. I thought this place in the fall, when the garden was ripe, I'd have the family come up, stay in the camper, stay in here, and just have a family get together. Leslie, are you listening? You're far behind. I'm going to start a new stream. New stream. She'll see this. Thank you all for coming. Thank you. Oh dear, what does that mean? Oh dear. I'll be right back. Thanks for coming. Thanks for your well wishes. Thank you for all your positive stuff, you guys. And we'll start anew right now. I'll be right back.